the No Invite Podcast. Blaze.
Some topics that I was gonna pull from, but I ain't even tripping, man. It's the motherfucking No Invite Podcast, and we in this thing. You know, the most quarantine fit podcast that you could think of. We in this joint right now. We at the shop, actually. You know what I mean? Very special, exclusive location. So for all those people that want me to pull up, man, just understand it gotta be a right situation for everybody, man. I'm a mind, man. You know, so we gotta make sure that we do things right. I got a special guest, bro. Introduce yourself for the people.
What's up with it? It's Pep Mendo. You know, Westbound Entertainment. We up in this bitch.
Okay, the man of many hats. He does all kinds of shit, y'all. We were just talking about all kinds of shit off mic. So I figured, fuck it, we hit the button right now and get the shit rolling. Me, you know, I'm about to steam a little something.
Let's do it.
It's the No Invite, bro, and this is what we do, man. So how you been, bro?
Man, good, bro. Just trying to stay above sea level like everybody else, man. You know, trying to get through this whole charade that's going on. You feel me?
Ooh, charade. That's a good word right there.
You feel me?
That's a good word. What do you feel about this whole situation, though, with like us and the quarantine situation to begin with? Like, how you feel about it? Do you feel like this shit's real? Because I ain't gonna lie, I kind of went on record and said I feel like this shit's fake.
Well, shit, bro. I mean, I don't know, bro. I mean, I'm just gonna tell you exactly how I feel about it. I feel like it ain't what it is, and it ain't what we think it is. You feel me? I'm pretty sure people are getting sick, but I feel the same way. I feel like it's a charade. I feel like it's another something else being pulled, more wool being pulled over the American people's eyes. And I'm not here trying to call nobody no sheep or, you know, bash no one's beliefs or bash the United States. I am.
That's what my podcast is for. But go ahead.
Yeah. But fuck it, let's do it. But at the end of the day, it's like, bro. I mean, I don't know about you, Blaze, but how many people you know got that?
I have yet to know anybody. And see, to me, I've said it before on the podcast. It's like, I'm not saying that it's not a real thing. I feel like it's really just a regular flu. And because a lot of people die from the flu, more than we know, and it's because it's not emphasized. And I just feel like it could be like a newer strand of flu, but it's no way as detrimental or crazy as they make it sound. It's just something new on the scene. You feel what I'm saying?
But I mean, and you also got to understand that this is like in like the Jeb Bush case, the Florida ballots. You feel me? Like they're manipulating the numbers all the way through this bitch, bro. Yeah. Doctors are coming out in front of hospitals yelling and screaming at the top of their lungs, bro. Don't nobody give a fuck. You feel me? UFOs just got confirmed and nobody give a fuck.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, yeah, bro. There's a lot of shit. Like if you listen to the last episode, bro, I really went on my whole conspiracy rant about what I think, and I feel like it's like it's definitely like been emphasized, so they could kind of like should do something. They're moving behind the scenes or something, whatever. And I'm gonna say there because I don't know. I'm not one of these conspiracy theorists that really feel like they know exactly who, what, when, and where. I don't know. We all don't know. If we knew, then we do something about it. But I feel like something else is going on. This shit don't make no sense. You seen the I forgot what country it was in Africa, but the U.S. sent them like a whole boatload.
Oh, you start testing the fruits.
Tested fruits and I think it was
how the papaya got it now.
Yeah, like it was a fruit. They tested a goat. They said everything came back positive. I was like, see, that right there either lets me know that they don't know what the fuck they doing right now, or like
we just contaminated up the ass.
Yeah,
you feel me?
like that could be like fallout. If that's the case, if everything got it on Earth like that, or most things got it on Earth, that's like fallout. It's like that's not a virus. You feel me? So it's something. I don't like to get too much into it. Actually, even though I did last episode, I went hard to paint.
I feel it. We could beat that dead horse all day, my nigga. You feel me? Just because at the end of the day, bro, just like with the whole 9/11 shebang, you know. And then I watched a lot of these, you know. Conspiracy documentaries, bro, and a lot of this shit just ain't adding up, and that's why I really don't even try to think too much about it, bro, because then my mind starts traveling, you know, motherfuckers start thinking, what's next?
There is a price to pay for being too woke.
Yeah, right?
You know what I mean? That is real talk. I know a lot of people that, like, you could tell when somebody, like, just from Instagram, you can't tell everything about somebody, but you kind of get a snapshot of their personality, and that's how I feel like, right? So you could tell when somebody starts like awakening and starts looking at things, because they go from like superficial posts to trying to be real deep, and they start talking about like being woke and higher vibes and all that shit, and I'm like, that's cool because they're going through it. But then you could also see where they go through the negative side, where it's like everything's gloomy and it's the end of the world and why give a fuck type shit.
But you see, at the end of the day, you just gotta have the happy medium, man. Like a lot of people just go in way too much on this social media shit to the point where it's like, man, you gotta have your use it for what it's for. You feel me? Because sometimes you post so much of something, people expect that from you. And then when you're posting about this higher reality and doing this and doing that, and then they see you at the liquor store turning up with the bottle of Henny, not, you know, I mean, not saying that there's nothing to matter, but at the end of the day, it's like your words ain't matching up to your actions, you feel me? And that's when you start getting everything fucked up.
And that's when you start getting depressed, though.
Yeah.
People get depressed off that shit, and it's like, you gotta understand, it's like, whatever, no one really knows, obviously. That's the mystery of life. No one knows exactly what the fuck we are doing or what it is or where we're going. So, to take on and believe those kind of beliefs, you also gotta look at the good and not let it weigh you down. It's just like anything else. You got the most Christian-ass Christian, believe they're going to heaven, go to church, they feel like they're doing everything right, and they still drinking a lot. It says, you know, get beating their wife or doing something crazy. So it's like, we're all human, we're flawed anyway. So don't think that you got you now because you know this new truth or anything that you gotta fucking
push it on everybody else.
Exactly, and then you gotta be depressed or with that with how you're living or your situation or the state of the world, or you know, you gotta understand it just is what it is. You gotta take it as it goes. Like this whole pandemic shit, it was like I wasn't on panic mode. I was on being cautious and being observant mode. Like, okay, what's going on? Watching shit. I fucking didn't watch the news. I watched people, and like you said, I don't know nobody that got it. That don't mean that they didn't get it,
bro. I feel it. I feel it, bro. But and I just look at it like that. I'm like, I try to be like kind of focused on like almost first person video game mode. Like
what's in front of you.
Like I'm not. I don't give a fuck about what happened yesterday because I'm still here today. You feel me? So at the end of the day, that's what we do now. That's the history. So what the fuck we doing right now? You know? So I don't try to think too much about it, but also I try to stay vigilant about shit though. You feel me? Like it's like, okay, I'm looking at the news and I'm seeing these people do, okay, now they want to come in our house and test what? Like, no, like what?
Yeah.
So I'm paying attention, but I'm not letting it eat me up. But like, you got to stay ready for whatever. And I feel right now where we're at, you know, me and you, we're artists and we're gonna do art regardless of whether the world's falling apart or not. We like on the Titanic. You feel me? Playing instruments all the way down that motherfucker. You feel me?
Because it's what keeps us sane, bro. Being creative and having art and having an outlet and something to do, you know, whatever it is that you do out there. It's what helps keeps us sane, you know what I'm saying? It's like you could let the weight of, like you were saying, you could let all that weight of the world and all that shit fuck with your brain and your soul and make you feel down, or you could just understand I'm in the moment, this is where we at, what can I do right now to make things better? And that's why like the cool thing about the quarantine though, I'd say if we're gonna say anything that's good that came of it, is I think it gave people a chance to be in tune with themselves.
That's 100% true,
you know,
bro.
What's your passion? Get back in touch with that. Like what when you were out, you know, like before you got burnt out by the world and you were a young kid, you had, you know, dreams and goals and you're like fearless about shit. Where's that at? You know, I like that people are tapping back into that. You know what I'm saying?
I feel it, and you know, pressure makes diamonds, my friend. And but the crazy part about it is too is that we also gotta put a lot of mental health awareness out there right now because people are quarantined with an abuser. People are, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of these people can't even express themselves to be able to make everyday decisions because of another person. So it's kind of a double-edged sword when it comes to this shit. But I know there is a lot of good, because me personally, you gotta look back at yourself and say, what am I gonna do to move to the next level? Like what was it? There's opportunity even in chaos.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So at the end of the day, right now, this is the best time to be putting out stuff for people to watch. They stuck at the house, you know? They want to listen to something. They're tired of the shit on Netflix because that shit gets tired. You feel me? I get tired. I'm scrolling through that motherfucker for like 20 minutes.
Yeah. No, real talk. And it's a perfect time to be an artist right now, bro. It's the best time to be an artist. If you're an artist and you're a creative person and you like to put stuff out, you know, and you like to express yourself, now is the best time, bro. Because now it's like, even with the for a minute, I don't know if they're gonna do it anymore, but for a minute, Instagram was flirting with the whole idea of not having likes or views showing on your shit. Only you would be able to see your own likes and views, right?
That's like the equivalent of fucking everybody wins on the sports game. You feel me?
It is and it ain't, because at the same, I look at it more like it's all good. I look at it more like it's fucking, what's it called, bro? It's like when you do something, the people see it. Now it's like level playing field, because let's keep it real. Everybody always looks at everything. They look at it from the perspective of, okay, is he popping? It's not so much always to look at it from the content purpose. You feel me? What's up with it though? Ends and Lens in the building. What's
up with ends?
In the building, y'all. Just in case, you know. I mean, this is the podcast, like I said, so it's ain't nothing like some off the script shit. You feel me? So yeah. But what we was talking about is like, people What the fuck were you saying, bro? Because I'm high now.
I feel it. Just talking about just talking about being quarantined and
exactly. And the whole thing with quarantine and what you're doing, what your passion is like right now. It's like it's the best time to have content out. Period. You know what I mean? Have stuff to do. Give people with the likes. And like I was saying, it's like now you look at somebody's post. You don't really checking for the likes no more because it's not there. You're looking at it for the content. Is this shit dope?
Yeah.
Does this shit look good? You know what I'm saying? So is it entertaining to you? Because really at the end of the day, it's a form of entertainment. Our TV went from being on our shelf to on our phone, in our pocket. You know what I'm saying? And our computer. You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So
exactly, and that's the way I look at it now. It's just like, okay, one, I'm fucking 36 years old, so I feel like my idea of fun has kind of changed over the years. Like, bro, I used to be on. Don't get me wrong, bro. I enjoy drinking. I still do sometimes. You feel me? I'd be burning it down like everybody else.
Yeah, I can't lie. I'm with you on that.
You know, I burn it down like everybody else. But at the end of the day, it's like, if I don't do something to the point where it's like, what did I do today to make myself better than yesterday? It's just like, bro, I don't want to fall back into that because I spend a lot of time on that hamster wheel. Like, it's like Friday, I'm fucked up till like 5 a.m. You feel me? I'm waiting for the liquor store to open. You feel me? Whatever the case may be. You feel me? I'm like, what the fuck? I gotta fall out of that and then really just try to say, okay, today I'm gonna do this. Yeah. And then I feel comfortable getting fucked up.
I feel like that's the real awakening. You know what I mean? When people actually realize that, you know what, I need to stop living this like facade. This circle, you know, this little circle, this pre what's it called, determined circle of society. It's like, bro, you could go off the script and live your life and do what the fuck you gotta do, and still be successful. You know what I mean? Exactly. It's like, I feel like that's the new awakening. The moment you were like, you know, fuck that shit. I want to do something different. I want to, every day I'm aspire for something more. That's going back, tapping into that raw shit, like, you know, that natural instinct that we had when we were younger. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, you know, you grow up, you start realizing you got bills. You gotta fucking pay rent. You have kids. You have this, that. You gotta have insurance and all the crazy shit that come along with it. You start losing that drive because you start kind of. To me, I would keep it real with you. I have a job, but working stifles my fucking creativity. I hate that shit, bro.
But that's what it's designed to do, though. It's supposed to break you down so you don't want to do nothing.
So what I do is I continue to do what I like to do too, though, and I follow that wherever it goes because it gives me that balance. Yeah, I'm work. I do what I want to do, and I do it how I do it. It gives me that balance, and I know that it's like, to me, work is temporary. You feel me? That's not what it's gonna be.
I feel the same way, bro. And bro, I got a job too, you know. And the thing is, though, like, bro, I'm already going to the doctor over fucked up back issues and shit. So it's like, you know, I don't feel the same. You feel me? Yeah. So I'm looking at it like, this shit's not gonna last forever. Just this physical work for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, all I'm doing every day is making myself fall apart. You know. The doctor already done told me, oh, you better look for better jobs. If you know what I mean, take it easy on your back, you know. So it's like, bro, I gotta let the creativity flow, because if not, I'm gonna be out there like the Hunchback of Notre Dame or some shit.
And you gotta adapt, bro. Life's about adapting, bro.
You feel me?
Adapt to what.
No woes me shit. Just, you know, let's keep it pushing. Yeah, that's really what it is.
So what you been doing, bro? What you got going on as far as like creativity wise while we on it?
Well, shit. Right now we're looking to put out a rap city style show. Called The Shot.
Okay. First of all, we're gonna have to give a slight breakdown for our early 2000 babies born. Like, we'll have to give them a breakdown of what like Rap City is, cause like
Rap City is basically a show where artists come to there. We usually debut a video. There's basically a countdown where it shows, you know, the numbers that people want to see, of what videos they want to see. The guest host comes on there. The guests come on there, spit a couple bars.
That's dope.
You know, and just, you know, I just want to use that as like a platform for just, you know, for what we're all doing out here. You know what I'm saying? Especially coming out of Pittsburgh, you know.
Put a spotlight on people.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, this is what we're doing out here. We're not your average. You're not going to see this anywhere else. You feel me? And this is really locally grown. And like you said about your show, it's not really based on somebody coming on there. It's not like we're chasing somebody down, waiting for them to come on. You feel me?
It's all natural.
Exactly. It's we're gonna do it with or without you. You feel me? The video's gonna play without you. You feel me? Yeah. If we have to have, you know, the next person come on, because everybody wants exposure. You know? Yeah,
and you're in full control of what you're doing. So it's like you ain't never gonna be, you know what I mean, on the short end. You're gonna always keep it moving no matter what. Like that's dope. Variety. So you're gonna have you're gonna play videos. You're gonna have interviews with artists and shit. They're gonna freestyle and all that.
Yeah, and then, you know, even that, and that puts a platform for producers, because I want to do a lot of original beats. You know what I'm saying? So that way we're not sitting here playing all these beats that, you know, everyone done already heard. We're putting, you know, the up and coming producer on the next platform because a lot of people are going to watch it. It's going to be a YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying?
That'd be dope, man.
And it's just something that I feel like we were talking about the culture needs. You feel me?
Yeah. And it's true. It's like everything that you guys are doing, you guys doing with the untold stories, you know what I mean? Everything, all the shit that's going on with that, you know, like that's different content. You know, I'm a podcast, my partner Sly, he a podcast. You guys are doing that. You're gonna be doing this show. It's called The Shop, right? Correct?
Yeah.
It's gonna be called The Shop. So let's make sure that everybody knows. Stay tuned for that. But yeah, it's like I feel like Pittsburgh is a city in the Bay that don't get enough credit. You know what I mean? There's only in the Bay Area's eyes, they feel like there's only like a handful of artists that really made it out, but it's not really the case because a lot of times a lot of artists from out here be behind the scenes doing shit.
Exactly. Not even just that. It's like what's artists like where is making it out. Like we had a lot of stuff happen here in Pittsburgh. We had movies shot here. Robin Williams was here in Pittsburgh. We had fucking
the GOAT.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, no, it's a lot of culture out here, bro. Straight up.
Exactly.
We got somebody knocking at the secret squirrel cave. Y'all don't trip.
Yeah, it's probably local.
Is it not local in the building?
Maybe, yeah.
Local in the house.
Yeah, but so.
What's your favorite thing about Pittsburgh?
Just we're like a big ass family out here.
Yeah.
You feel me? I feel like we in Springfield, you know.
That's real shit.
And it's crazy watching a lot of people come up over here and do a lot because, like I was saying, we had people come out on movies. We had we've had I used to live next door to Reagan Upshaw's mom and shit, you know, and he hollered out Pittsburgh at the Super Bowl.
Hey, you can find a Pittsburgh motherfucker anywhere in the world.
Exactly.
I've been in the rarest places and bumped into a nigga from Pittsburgh.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And that's real tough.
And like you said, we don't get our dues for a lot of the shit we put out there. You know what I mean? And it's gonna highlight the P, but it's not like we ain't fucking with nobody else. It's like everybody come on, everybody holler.
Yeah,
at us.
that's your main motivation though. Like is to make sure that you put on for the culture out here for our city. Yeah. And anybody would be welcome though. It's not like you gotta be.
Hell no.
Like, I feel the same way. I was like I always want to make sure I put shit out first for out here. And then, you know, I fuck with anybody to do it. Like my producer might be from Oakland or he might be from Martinez or
exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It's like
and it's just all for the love of the culture, you feel me? It's like we're doing this shit, you know, trying to put out quality shit for people to want to hear, you feel me? Going
out there planting them flags, bro. What's up with you, man? How you doing, bro? What's your name? Luis, what's up, bro? Nice to meet you on Blaze, man.
Who is that dude?
Where's local at though? Everybody might wait. My partner local might swing by. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? We don't know. You know what I mean? He might pop up and do. You feel me?
Exactly.
But right now it's the Known by Podcast. We moving and grooving, bro. We talking about all kinds of shit. So I see I get already. You're a conspiracy theorist too.
Oh nah, hey bro.
A little bit like you're not one of those skeptical people that don't think there's some shit going on.
I just don't think inside the box. You feel me?
I feel it.
And at the end of the day, I like to look at when it comes to people. Period. Like about it's action. It's about the action. It's like okay. What have I seen that the United States is physically doing to motherfuckers? Like my cousin, she just came back from New Orleans, right? She was out there working, doing the whole shebang. You feel me? Mm-hmm. The whole. She's a sterile processor.
No, so she was essential worker.
Yeah. She was out there. She was out there in the red. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So she got to talking to a lot of locals out there in New Orleans, and they were telling her that the Hurricane Katrina, that all they said is that they heard hella explosions, and all of a sudden the levee broke.
There's hella documentaries talking about that.
Bro. You know what I'm saying? So and it was cool to be able to hear from my cousin because she was like you said, Pittsburgh person's everywhere. She was out there in New Orleans for a while.
You feel me?
You know, and she came back like, these people telling me whap, and I was like, shit, and it was crazy. I was on some high shit too. I started playing with the levee breaks in the background while she was talking.
It's hella funny.
But on some real shit, it's to the point where I'm at. It's like I like to keep it first person, straight video game, bro, because I don't like to think too far out, bro. Because I'll go and I won't come back.
I don't. You know what? I kind of take something similar to that. What I do is I just look at like I don't let nothing surprise. Like if they said this is happening, I was like I wouldn't put it past these motherfuckers. That's
exactly.
That don't mean I believe it and I hear it. Like I said, I'll listen to it, take into account. But it's like you're not gonna see me going crazy on Facebook with the conspiracy fucking all that shit.
Yeah, like because they know everybody don't want to hear that shit. So that's real shit. But at the end of the day, like when you found out that they confirmed the UFOs, did that stop you from continuing on doing what the fuck you were doing that day? No, right?
No, I just knew that I was trying to think.
I was like, we already knew that.
We already knew that. I'm trying to find out what kind of weed they smoke and shit.
Exactly.
That's what I'm trying to find out.
You feel me?
They already high up there. How high do they go? You feel me?
Bro, they're probably on some whole nother. You feel me?
Nah, yeah, hell yeah, bro. I believe in all that shit. I'm an alien, but like I said, like you, I don't get too deep into it. I just, if you ask me, then but other than that, it's like I keep it moving.
I'm as ready as I can be to deal with the aliens. You feel me? Like that's the way I feel. Like fuck it. When they come, and it's gonna be like any other adversary, I guess. But they probably gonna come. Man, all this shit that they put in these Hollywood movies, bro, is not far from the truth, bro. Like you look at Terminator 2, like the rise of the machine and shit like that. Like look at this shit right now, bro.
I just seen Demolition Man the other fucking day. Yeah. That shit's from like 1996 or some shit.
So relevant.
And they have FaceTime on there. They had the cars. They had the Teslas already with no driving, hands-free. The cars were driving. So I'm like, bro, this shit's happening now. And they're talking about that back then. It was like 2030 or something.
Bro, look at Back to the Future, bro.
I'm like, wow.
Look at Back to the Future, all that shit.
Yeah, they know what the fuck. I feel like they've been had all that shit.
There's a script. There's a script. You know. So
you got to. That's the beautiful thing about this country is that's supposed to be a right. You're supposed to be able to question everything at all times and run checks and balances to make sure that shit is supposed to be where it's at. If we're really talking about the true nature and the definition of what this country was built on and whatever, but we're not talking about that. We on the Know Invite podcast. That's another podcast.
Hey, bro, and the thing is, we should just start it up right now, an investigative podcast. You feel me? Because there is a lot of shit, but like I said, bro, I'd be like, man, I start getting lost in that shit, bro, and then. So it's like, fuck, what am I going to do today with the first person?
That shit's really popular, bro. You know how everybody, like especially with kids right now, they're into Reddits a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's basically what it is. Just like accounts people make. Sometimes they make shit up, but a lot of times it's first person accounts of things that they said, but it's just,
Yeah, and see, and the thing with me when it comes to all these conspiracies, it's like, bro, here we go again, right? Yeah. You ever see the Joe Biden thing about Joe Biden just sitting there like touching on little kids and shit?
Bro, there's so much shit.
Bro, it's right in front of everybody, bro. Ain't nobody saying shit about it, bro. Why ain't that making the news, bro? You feel me?
I have no idea. I mean, like I said, bro, I just
and that's what I'm saying. Let's just keep it artistic.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying. But it's like,
we ain't gonna stop talking about that shit.
I know. I mean, but it gets to be a lot too, though. It's both ways. It's extreme on one side and extreme on the other side, and it gets to be a lot. Like you said, motherfuckers be like, man. I don't know that. My theory in it always will be is like I wouldn't put it past these motherfuckers.
Exactly, right.
To do that shit to us.
And it's hard as fuck just to even try to. Bro, the world's so evil, bro. It's just too hard to focus on. So I just try to find my corner of light every day and see what we can do. In our area and try to just be able to spread awareness about anything. Because talking to a lot of folks that are locked up in prison, and the conditions they're living in. You feel me?
It's bad, bro. Yeah.
And so. It's just, bro, where it's at right now, it's like, bro, let's just keep creating, bro, until the day the aliens come or until the day whatever.
Yeah, man, they need to pull up already, bro. You know what I'm saying? They need to pull up. I'm with all that shit.
Yeah.
I think they pulled up already. They already did. That's what I'm thinking, though. Look, if we're going conspiracy shit, like I said, I'll put it past it. I have my own theory. I feel like they already pulled up. That's why they put us all indoors and try to get us out of here because they was pulling up a lot, probably pulling up big shit already, like it's already handing keys over, you feel me? So I'm just like, what's up? You know what I mean? I just want a space drive, a little car or something I can fly around in. I'll be all right.
No, I feel it. I'm on the same height, bro. The space-time continuum and shit, you feel me?
On that motherfucking...
On Doc, on
quantum physics shit.
Yeah, some plutonium, fool.
Fucking deep, high vibrational patterns, and we could go... Yeah. Like I said, we could go all Matrix. Fucking day, you know what I'm saying? Like... The simulation is real.
Yeah, but we just, man, we out here just trying to put this content out for people to want to see. We got the Untold Stories drop in the Richie Rich. We talked to him.
First season 1, episode 1.
That was the Rider, the first episode of that one?
Okay, Rider. Okay, yeah. So season 1, the shop. Okay.
Season 1 for the shop. Yeah, the Untold Stories we just did the Richie Rich.
Okay.
Yeah, we just did the Richie Rich. That one just is about to drop soon. If not, it probably already dropped this morning, didn't it?
It's dropping sometime this Sunday, right?
Timed up,
but
premiering today. This shit'll be out tomorrow, so you guys go.
We got the season 1 of the shop coming out, and we're shooting that next Sunday. We don't have anything particularly planned for the guests right now, but it'll be a surprise. But just try to keep the content popping for people to be watching and to be able to watch something during quarantine, and for people on like how we were talking about, almost for people on our level could connect on like, okay, this sounds some good shit. It's something for everybody to be able to listen to while you're on the road. You know, you can hear you're hearing music, you're listening to people talk, freestyle, whatever. It's a little bit longer because I know one of the one thing they were saying is that we were making a lot of the things was too short and this and that. Like, I'm not, just on the comments. So, you know, you want to, at the end of the day, just keep on evolving and keep on putting out different content for people to want to watch and to be able to play it, you know?
Yeah, and refine your craft.
Exactly, you know, and you know, at the end of the day, bro, I don't even take it like to the point where it's like, oh my God, it has to be. It's just like, bro, it's art, bro. Just let it flow. Don't put no limits to it, bro.
It just gotta feel right. That's all I'm saying. As long as it felt good, it was
bro,
cool.
You know, come on, bro. Let's just keep it rocking, bro. I'm not trying to. It's not like that. It's just, you know, we're just doing what we do. What I'm doing with my free time as an adult. You feel me? When I'm not, you know, when I'm not a pops and when I'm not at work.
And we ain't hurting nobody.
We ain't hurting nobody but my body.
Exactly. The same shit I was thinking, right? We ain't hurting nobody. Whether it's the podcast or content and interviews with legends, everybody, you know, all that. This ain't hurting nobody. This good for the overall, you know what I mean, ecosystem. Because in general, the Bay got a lot of untold stories, bro. So how you guys are doing that, I seen that, I was like, that's fucking genius right there. Because it's a lot of, like I said, the culture out here, period, in general, just the general culture. And Pittsburgh too got a lot of culture, a lot of hidden stories from cats out here that, like I said, they be everywhere. You know, people from out here, all of Pittsburgh, West Pitt, the whole shit. Yeah. When I say that, I mean the whole area. Everybody. You feel me? So, you know, it'd be real, and that's dope. I'm digging that, man. Look, we're going to take a little break real quick. It's the No Invite Podcast. I'm Blaze. We're in the building right now. You know,
for sure.
So we back. Bang, we in this thing. It's motherfucking back. Blaze, No Invite Podcast. You got Pep Mendo in here.
Pep Mendo up in this bitch.
Pep Mendo, what's happening, bro? You are definitely somebody that I want to talk more about it, bro. Like, we talked about what you got going on, and we got your point of view on shit, but like, bro, you've been at this as far as being in the whole media space, bro, right? And cameraman and doing stuff like that. You've been at this for a while, correct?
Yeah. I mean, really, when I was in high school, I really got to liking like the TV production shit. That's really that was really one of the classes I really fucking like enjoyed going to.
Like what school? What school did you go to? Hillview, Central?
I went to Central.
Central, okay.
Yeah, and I went to Village.
Did you work on their channel? Did they have a channel?
No. Back at Central, my mind was the furthest thing away from TV production.
I believe it.
You know, I was at 7-Eleven fucking shoving fucking Snickers in my big ass Slurpee. You know, and then filling it up and then paying for the Slurpee and pulling the candy out of it. Yeah. Shit like that, drinking beer, getting lit. You know, just junior high
teenagers,
shit.
Junior high shit.
You know, the junior high shit, you know?
Yeah, all that.
Feeling like the man because I drank a 40, you know? So it got to high school when I really got to see they had, you know, them big ass apples just had dropped the computers.
With the blue
with the different color, bro. Yeah. I felt like I was in the motherfucking future, you feel me? So, and I seen a lot of stuff that people were doing in the TV productions. It wasn't necessarily nothing boring or nothing. It was like, okay, look, I've always liked movies. Like, who the fuck don't like movies?
Yeah, you always had an eye for it, basically.
Yeah.
It's
like, bro, I like
how things were set up. And
for sure, bro. It's just like a lot of these fucking movies that are put out there is just like, you know, I enjoy watching movies. I remember Siskel and Ebert. Remember the thumbs up, thumbs down. Those them critics or not?
Yeah. Back in the day, bro.
Yeah. So it's like, bro, I've been on like watching movies since them days, and I always wanted to, you know, put myself in the position to be able to make feature films and watching Quentin Tarantino movies, shit like that, bro. It's always like, bro, this just doesn't seem that hard. You know, like throw me some money, I bet you I'll make you a movie.
Imagination is like shit. This shit we think
yeah,
about
because sometimes like for instance, like that movie that just came out on Netflix, everyone that all day and all night, based out of Oakland, bro. You feel me, like. The movie wasn't that good. I mean, I like the authenticity about it, like, you know, the lingo and all that.
And visually it was good.
It was visually good, but just the writing, like when they instantly arrested him.
The story was a little.
Yeah, he instantly got arrested the next day, and like there was no scene of the little girl identifying him or nothing. It was just like they know where he's at. He's at his girlfriend's house. He shoved some money in the couch. That's the end of the movie. You know what I mean? So it's like, bro, you guys could have been a little bit more. The writing could have been a little bit better leading up to that role. So that's where I say, because I've seen some terrible ass movies sometimes. Like,
no, it wasn't bad. I'm not totally because you're right. Though.
I like it because it's, you know, being from here, bro. Of course, it's gonna touch your heart. You feel me? You're listening,
and you're gonna look at it. You're gonna look at it even harder. You're gonna look at it because you're gonna give it that. Is it that real? Does it feel real?
Look at Coach Carter, bro. They insulted the Bay Area in that movie.
Yeah,
they insulted the fuck out of the Bay Area in that movie. They had Puerto Ricans playing Mexicans. I mean, nothing against the Puerto Rican folks, you feel me?
I get what you're saying. Yeah, it just wasn't. It does the writing, like not the writing, but the casting wasn't authentic.
It wasn't, and the thing is that they had their pant leg up and they were doing the whole like it wasn't the style from out here.
You could tell like it was just they inserted somebody.
They didn't play any music from the area in the background of that movie at all. They were just playing all this other shit from the East Coast and. But I was like, come on, if you're going to make a movie out of Richmond, California, make a movie from Richmond, California. You feel me? Like, what the fuck?
Fruitvale Station was good.
Yeah.
And they casted, like, they casted people as friends in the BART station.
See, you know, we're Bay Area people, bro. We take a lot of pride in this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And just like anybody else.
Everybody else hates us.
Yeah. but also like any other city, though, it's like the same thing. They want to make sure it's done right. You could tell what's like authentic LA and like corny LA when people shoot. You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
Like, and out here, we always want to strive to be looked at like, just like I said, like any, even though we are, but like, you know what I mean? We want to make sure that people know, like, we have that pride in what we do. So it's definitely like, that's where we want to be at, bro.
Exactly.
At all times. Like, I give the movie credit, and I like Fruitvale Station. It was good. You hit it right on the head, though. The writing could have been better, left a lot to be desired on that.
Yeah, right.
But it's good, man. You know what I mean? It's good. It's still good for out here.
Yeah. Bring some spotlights to the Bay Area.
And I like what you said about the whole, like, wanting, like, to be a director. And, like, that's how I feel, too. Like, I've always looked at stuff, like, from that kind of perspective. Anything that I've done in music, all the videos, any videos that I had a part of that has some say-so in it, you know what I mean? I always make sure to try to make them, like, visually, like, cinematic and appealing. Like, I don't never want it to be just any old thing. Like, to me, not because there's nothing wrong with that, but what I'm saying is that like I always approach things from that perspective. Anything I do, I look at it from a big, you know, a big lens, you could say. I look at it for the potential that it could have. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I put into it as much as I can.
And then what I see is that, like, I mean, just creatively, I'm looking at it like I said, you said I've been fucking with. I did represent the Bay. I was a cameraman for that shit.
Hey, it's crazy that you said that because we were on that twice.
Yeah,
we
right.
were on it back in the day. I think it was like 07, 06.
And I was doing a lot of like just like straight up just carrying the camera around with one hand and a fucking 18 pack in a backpack. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So but I was getting a lot of footage. I was front line though. I'm gonna tell you that. You feel me? I was in there getting all the footage we needed behind the scenes, the stage. You know. And it was fun to me, and I always just like to see something that, like, when I sell somebody a t-shirt and they're wearing it, and somebody else buys a t-shirt, I don't even know this person, you see them in traffic and they're like, hey, I mean, I'm pretty sure you feel the same way.
Oh, yeah,
the
for sure.
RiBirth clothing.
It's dope. Definitely. It's gratifying because it's like, this is my
creation. It's not even about,
it's like
nothing
something
else.
I love to do, and then you see somebody wearing it, and you just like it, like you said, once again, it's just a little sense of pride of what you're doing because it's good. It's good. Like, we know what we do, and we know what we're capable of, and the shit, and we know we could create, and we know our potential. And when we create something that we like, and see other people like it too, and you know what I mean? That's gratifying.
That
feeling
shit.
is gratifying.
That's real shit.
I know I'm not wrong. It's like the ultimate confirmation that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Exactly.
You know, and shit, everything doesn't hit with everyone, bro. But as long as it hits, that's all that matters.
And you know what I feel like? Everything is just an action away from what you think it is. Like, if you have a talent and you know you have a talent and you know you can make some money off of it, or you know that's how you want to live your life, you should do so. You should, or at least just do that to give yourself some type of therapy when it comes to dealing with just like the whole state of the world where we're at right now. It's shit. But look,
it's therapeutic, bro.
And we're still out here, dropping content, trying to put shit out, trying to inform people, but at the same time, just keep the art going. And it's at the end of the tunnel, there's gonna be light. You feel me?
That's how you gotta be, man. And it all goes back to everything. We just tied it all in perfectly, bro. Like the keeping us sane, what it's about. Like hopefully like this whole situation with the quarantine, that's what people get. They get that idea of themselves, getting back in tune with themselves and what they do and what they're passionate about. Because I've seen a lot of people really like do it, and it's working. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, now's the time, like, to change your way of thinking. Get passionate back to what you're doing in this, this quarantine, and find your lane. Like, everything ain't for everyone, but there's definitely something out there for you.
Exactly.
Just because everything ain't for everyone.
We keep bringing content out, and I want this to, and I'm not out here chasing $1 million. I'm just out here trying to express myself. I'm trying to create something that'll be here a lot longer than I will, bro. Yeah. you know, everyone's got their day. You know, everyone's got their day. But
promise, that's another thing you gotta look at with this whole situation. It's good. It's good mentality.
You know, I mean, I wake up every day just thanking God that I'm here and we can keep pushing, you feel me? Because a lot of people can't.
You know, a lot of people can't. A lot of people don't got the opportunity, the chance. People locked up. People,
you know, losing their moms, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so everyone's fighting a battle.
You feel me? All that shit.
Everyone's fighting an inner battle, and the best thing we can do is try to share my gift as an artist and try to bring somebody. Maybe they can get their mind off of it by watching this or watching that. And because I mean, I've always felt like I've been like one of the homies to be like to be like, okay, you want to talk about some real shit? I'll tell you. You feel me? I'm gonna tell you where you fucking up, and not to be
from what I see. I'm gonna give
you and I mean that's just my perspective. I'm not saying it's right, but I'm just giving you my opinion on anything. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
somebody could come to you and get a real opinion.
I'm not gonna sugarcoat it either. And I like when people don't do the same thing. Like I was telling you, like you ain't my homie if you don't tell me my breath smell like shit. You feel me? Or
booger in my nose.
Like it's like come on, like let's just keep it raw, uncut, man. I'm not with none of that recited shit, none of that Truman Show. That Truman Show mentality where you're just like programmed to, you know, like bro, my kid plays soccer, right? And you look at a lot of these people and they all sound the same. It's just like, you know, the woman sounds like this, the dude sounds like this is what he does, and blah blah blah, and blah blah blah. Who gives a fuck, right? Because I'm trying to think, you know, show my kid you can create anything and do whatever you want to do. You feel me? Because bro, I mean, I was just tired of wasting time. You feel me? Just tired of just watching it, time tick away, and I don't have no creative outlet, you know, because it was like now you're done doing this part of your life, so as
are your obligations, the stuff you have to do.
And the thing is, though, I have older family members that I see the kind of life the motherfuckers live that got them hooked on this, hooked on that, drinking this and that.
Struggling still.
Yeah, so it's just like, bro, you gotta be able to remember that, you know, the struggle's temporary, and you just gotta really focus on trying not to be that. Because I'm not above that, you know. Anybody, none of us are. You feel me? You know, we don't know what tomorrow brings, but at the same time, we can do our best to just try to take a good step forward today.
Yeah, for sure. And,
you know what I mean?
And and you hit it perfectly, bro. Like I couldn't say it better myself, bro.
You feel me? For sure.
But you're right though. You gotta. That's how you gotta maintain.
Show love to everybody.
You gotta maintain, grow. You gotta keep going. You gotta keep moving, and you gotta do what you have to do.
Real shit.
It's knowing by podcast. We cruising right now. It's about,
cruising.
I want to say we a good 45 minutes in this thing.
Yeah.
We moving. It's funny that you were talking about other things, but the clothing line. I just did my clothing line, bro. You know what I mean? Not too long ago. Like this whole situation with the corona is pretty dope because now it's like you could fucking like you said, be creative, and people are really hungering for that. Like people are really like out there searching for authenticity. You dig what I'm saying? So
for sure.
Right now, the lane and spaces, it's dope because anybody that does find whatever they're creatively inclined in and they decide to present it out there, it ain't never been a better time. Even like I said, if they took away all the likes on Instagram and YouTube, and you just had to look at people's posts for what they are, you would see a dramatic change. You know, influencers are people that can are really, to my opinion, people that can manipulate stuff in their favor, you know, by doing certain things and having, and it's called content based. It's not like a bad manipulation. I'm just saying to get the reaction they want. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like this is a different form of that, though. You know what I mean?
It is, and I mean, I feel like whether it's successful or not, I'm leaving my stamp. The people that I love, and it shows you people are going to respect the product. They're gonna respect the product. You got nice hats. I'm gonna buy a hat because I like it.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Like
that's what it should be about. It shouldn't be about. Oh, is this? I didn't buy it out of.
I got a clothing line and he got a clothing line. Fuck that. I ain't finna buy that nigga's hat.
Yeah, or like I only wear polo or I only wear designer. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know.
Bro, I'd rather pay my homie than pay some rich motherfucker.
I say that all the fucking time.
I got this jacket from Baby Gas. Dropped this shit off. He was driving around. I was like, shoot that, and he just pulled up in front of the house and shot this to me. I was like,
that's dope.
I'd rather support the area, let the money circulate in art. And, you know what I mean? Like, why I can't sell a shirt during this shit, but Target can?
And why would you go buy a shirt from Target when you could just buy it off one of your partners?
Yeah, right.
I'll keep it real with you, bro. I'm like the streetwear king, bro. All I wear is other people's brands all the time because that's really what I buy. Like, I got nice shit if I want to change your pace, but it's always my folk shit. It's my folk shit. Somebody that I buy, and it don't matter if I'm selling clothes right now and they selling or they've been selling my buying. There's no competition. You know, it's always like salute. You feel me? Handle your business, or let me grab something, or
never
whatever.
on no hater shit. Never on no fucking
like,
hater shit, bro. There's too much of that shit. Hella ego hater shit. I'm not on that shit.
I'm definitely not.
And I'll just be on the hype where I want to see everybody do good. I want to see everybody, be happy. You feel me? I'm not on no motherfucking, I ain't doing this because this person's doing that. I'm just like, man, I'm just gonna stay true to me and do what I'm
right here in front of me. Like, what's going on? Like, what can I do?
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
people, and that's when I feel like that's when your most truest form. Is when you're like right and present in the moment. And you're like doing what you gotta do, because you're not weighed down by all the other bullshit.
And see, the thing is, though,
thinking all this, you're not worried about that. You're just worried about what you could get going and how you can make yourself better.
Ah, for sure. And you know what the thing is, though, I've been reading about a lot of bullshit, a lot of different shit, and then it's just about really trying to train your mind to not to react so like woe is me about shit. Like, it's just about mind control and trying to get better at that. Not saying that motherfuckers are perfect, but when you control your thoughts and just focus on what's in front of you, you ain't worried about tomorrow, you ain't worried about yesterday, because you're just focused on exactly what the fuck's in front of you. You feel me? Like, it's not easy, but it's the way I try to live, because if I'm thinking about the past, bro, what am I gonna get out of that besides bullshit? Thinking about the future, who knows what's gonna happen in the future? You feel me?
Yeah, and not to say that you can't have goals and plans. But
no,
we don't mean like that. But I get what you're saying. Like overanalyzing everything, that the possibilities of this and that. It's like, some stuff is just better when you get there. You'll cross that bridge. You know what I mean?
And just go hard regardless of whether the world's falling to pieces or whether it's fucking cupcakes and sprinkles. You feel me?
I feel like that's another thing that a lot of people do. They put too much on themselves like that by doing stuff like that. And it's ourselves really doing that shit to yourself. No one is the world, and no one else is not doing that to you. We're really doing it to ourselves, because just like you have the power to imprison your mind, you have the power to unlock it. And it sounds like some weird, one of those weird psychic commercials that you'd see on Univision at night.
Send us $5 and we'll tell you the rest.
And we'll tell you the rest. But it's true. You know what? And I have another philosophy, bro. Like, I tell people all the time, the shit that they make out to be corny, that you see that's corny as fuck, like they're like, family values and like little small shit. Everything they make it out to be corny really be the base values in life, that be the really shit
foundation.
You can ever do.
Foundation.
To being a good person and being happy. You feel me? Like, I feel like the same thing. It's the same kind of principle or theory with the internet and everything. It's like all the information that they allow to flow out there and all the contrary stuff, exposing conspiracy theories and all that. It's like I feel like they allow that to be out there, whether some of it's true or absolutely not at all. It's just the way it's presented and the way people they allow it to be out there. It makes people look crazy. Yeah. So it's like downplayed. So it looks corny. You dig what I'm saying?
No, I feel it.
I feel like sometimes how they say the truth is sometimes right before your fucking eyes.
And the thing is, though, you also gotta look at like the control that, like, here we go back again, right? The control and basically
we're gonna have our own, like you said,
clips,
exactly. Like said, have a little clip show.
Shit, the X-Files. But you look at it like this. So look at the shit we've been being pumped in front of us since we were kids, right? Like, this is the same shit that's going on right now. Like, kids are brainwashed to be a certain way because they want family values to look corny. They want, exactly. and people are easily manipulated. You feel me? All of a sudden, it's the end of the world. Everybody needs fucking toilet paper and
backwards.
Bro, remember 1999, bro? Bone Thugs and Harmony thought the world was gonna be fucking over, and then 2012, the world was supposed to.
It's always supposed to end.
So the thing is, though, what people don't understand is like they're too focused on, bro, just
what could happen.
Yeah, like
what could happen? Who gives a shit?
Yeah, let's just do exactly. Let's just do what we can today. Hopefully, we make it to tomorrow. You feel me?
Yeah, no, trust me. I know people were like, an asteroid's gonna hit Earth.
I'm like, well, fuck it.
And now we got the murder watch. I'm like, bro, I doubt that they're that fucking as serious as they make them out to be. Bro.
And if I go out like dude from My Girl, bro, I'm gonna be mad as fuck.
Stung by down, it's over. Hey, I don't know what to tell you, bro. We're gonna ride, bro. We're finna pull out with the wasp with the pesticide, and we're gonna gas a couple for you, bro.
You know
what I'm saying?
You know? that B crate, on some crazy shit.
But yeah, it's always something, right?
Who's it killing? You know,
it's always something.
It's excitement, you know.
And it's a way to keep people, like you said, on the hamster wheel,
bro. Like I'm saying, bro. Look, I'm looking at a lot of the content that gets like the most views and like what people are watching, bro. People are brainwashed by the Kardashians, bro. You really just want to chop them up and just make it look like something that ain't, but it's getting views, it's getting money, and
people want escapism. I think that's why they like them so much, because they live the life that a lot of people aspire to live, carefree in their eyes.
But at the same time, that also it has a large influence on people's attitudes and the way they look at life.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because if you ain't living like that, then a lot of people
and that's what people also realize. That's like 1% of the, not even 1%, but they're a part of the 1% or whatever, like around there, of people that have money like that. So it's like not a real reality for everyone. Let's face it, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so I mean, there's a lot of shit that could go into that, but you know, as long as there's rich people and poor people, it's good. It's escapism. It's good to, you know, like we all watch something to escape, but at the end of the day, that's not reality. People gotta always remember that. It's not like you can't base your values and morals based off of what a TV show's lifestyle is showing you.
That's not real.
What rich people and what you think their morals are. See, it used to be, remember when we were young, it was like TV was more like it promoted those values and shit, right? Yeah. So people made it like, okay, well, it's okay to go to TV to get your
family value
your family value time or get some kind of like a good message. Mm-hmm. It ain't like that no more. Mm-mm. So people got to understand that what's on the screen is always and will be presented as entertainment. They're taking you to a role. They're taking you to a world. You can't. That's not your world. That's not your reality. No, like you said, right in front of you. You got to do what's right there.
Exactly, bro. Because I mean, that's the best we can do, man. I feel like that's the best I can do. Because if I just start getting caught up in this and that and in the past, and bro, you're letting your mind travel all kinds of places for nothing. You feel me? You might as well try to just keep your mind on creating. Try to stay positive. You know, like you said, I keep the family moral. I don't think there's anything more important than family. You feel me? So. Beyond expressing yourself and trying to leave, you know, your own mark here in the world, because like, bro, it's crazy out here. You feel me? So at the end of the day, just try to highlight our town and what we have to contribute towards the hip hop community. Because where I grew up, you know, the CMC era, you know, like the Franzen and the Trace Dog, and that whole shebang. So I always was like, oh, but that's cool. That seems like a cool thing to do, you know. And now
it's needed. Look around. There's no one's doing that type of stuff.
Bro, we're creating the content, bro. And I've been getting nothing but positive feedback from, you know, you get your this and that, but at the end of the day, you could take that from learn from it. You feel me? It's never been on, so I'm worried about what people said on the internet. I don't give a fuck, you know.
Well, think of it like this. Certain shit comes and goes with trends, right? Like, so while that for a while there was nothing that around. Think of it like this, like. Anything else, you know what I mean? It goes and it resurfaces, and you have like that. How the fuck am I trying to? I'm trying to explain it right now because I'm lit. But you have those times where shows come back, like so a resurgence is what I wanted to say. You have like a resurgence of a certain thing, and certain things are timeless and never go away. People like curation. Nowadays playlists are a big thing because there's so much content out there. You want someone to be able to tie it all in one spot for you, and you get a little bit of everything. So for you to be able to have like talks, like podcast style talks and interviews with the artists, to have music, videos, ciphers and stuff like that, so to speak, like where they're rapping and you're getting that real intimate like part, but then you're also getting videos. So now I could come watch your show and it's like a playlist anywhere else. I could go to a playlist. I like that artist. I'm gonna check him out. Go down the wormhole. Maybe I walk away with like a couple artists that I fuck with now, right? For sure. Same thing with your shit, but only it's a different. It's visual and audio, so it's kind of like it's audio visual, so it's both. And like I was telling you, bro, that's what the game need right now because I feel like it's longing for. I think we're longing for some nostalgic. But some modern nostalgic, if that is even like a word.
And that's what I'm trying to go with. You know, the whole you know, something catered for everybody. You know, if you're young and you're coming up and you don't know, we're gonna make sure you know. Yeah. You know, it's gonna be like, oh, this is who this is, and this is. You know,
and giving props to the culture. Like that's what you're doing. Like we need more people. If everyone's can't be a rapper, everyone can be a producer, everyone can be a podcaster, everyone can be there. But whatever it is, do it and you can add to it because there's always something that you could do to add to the overall. If that's your passion. Like my passion is rap. But I like doing this too. Yeah. And all of it adds to the overall culture and that art and your expression. I feel
as an artist, you're an artist. You feel me? Like you're an artist. There's no limitation, bro. You can damn near paint. You know what I mean? Like exactly. You know what I'm saying? But no limitation, bro. Like you can do whatever the fuck you want to do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. Knowing about podcasts, we're moving and grooving. Pep, we in here. So okay, so we talked that. We talked everything else. What's up with the clothing line, man?
I'm dropping the fifth floor clothing. We're doing. We got westbound clothing coming out. My little brother's in here right now.
Okay. What's up, Pimpin'?
What's up, bro? What's going on?
Oh, man, we're with 71 Prince.
That's my brother. You know,
That's
we're printing. Check out 71 Prints on the IG.
We catch him off guard every time. We don't
he's
even
over there falling asleep.
We don't even give him the heads up there that hey, you know, say you.
We gave him a good warning though. We let off a warning shot. You feel me?
He started shooting instantly as soon as the mic went off.
Yeah, like bro, wake up, Cuddy. You know, just grab you a bang energy.
You know what I'm saying? But that's real though. That's real talk. So
and we another thing I was thinking we fucking with Saint Kicks, bro. I got shirts there. You know, go tap in with my dude Mendo. We got we got everything. We got a little bit of everything. We got the Goodfellas shirt out there. We got a bunch of Selena shirts out there.
Just right. You know, the culture, baby.
Yeah, you know, and then you know, and that's what I'm saying. Like the way he has his store is like. It's like perfect for us. It's lacing up the younger generation, and now the younger generation are into like the whole vintage look.
Yeah.
Like
he's tying it all in, bro. Saint's doing his thing, bro. Like shout out to Saint, bro. In case anybody's sleeping on him, sponsor to the show.
Saint Kicks, you feel me?
For real.
Much love to the dude, man. But as far as that, it's almost like we're bringing the visual of Saint Kicks here. Like now we got music. It's all gonna be like, bro. You know how we do, bro. Come on, you know how we do. We're gonna be making commercials for in between the show.
Yeah, the whole
just kind of spotlighting what we're doing out here in the 925. Shout out the 925. Shout out Pittsburgh, California. You feel me?
That's how it should be, man. I mean, I feel it. I feel that. I like the whole. Like I said, when you told me, I already knew. I was like, that's dope, bro. That's exactly what the game need right now. We need more content. We need more dope content and content that has like substance to it. Like it ain't just empty shit or just like, you know, just it's different. Like me, I need that. That's what I look for when I go to watch it. Like the Untold Stories. Untold Stories is dope. You feel me?
Yeah.
The Untold Stories, the shop, you know, things like that. People that put things together. I follow that, bro, because as somebody that's out here, and like you said, we look at the other. We look like just like when we look at a Bay Area movie, we look at it like we need that. Like that's what
we can do that.
Yeah, we can do that.
We can do that.
And then when you see somebody else doing it too, or doing something like that to that, and adding to that, you're like, yo,
we could do it better.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Yeah, let's get it though.
It's always been it's like since you're a kid, you want to be the best at Street Fighter, and you want to be the best. So it's like the same thing as like
pushing the line.
Look at it like it's like, bro, I could have made a better movie for that. Give me some money. Mm-hmm. And I mean, it's an exciting time, bro. I feel like we just writing the story as we move. But just, you know, constantly putting out something for people to enjoy, and me personally, just to stay busy, bro. Because I mean, you know, working and family, and there's you know, idle hands, bro. You know, so it's like, man, I'd rather be doing this, stay focused on doing this, and be able to, you know, make someone's day listening to this or watching this, or you know,
or clothing, like
you know,
a shirt and seeing like we were talking about, seeing somebody riding around wearing your shit. You're like,
okay, I see you. Like, like I made that in the garage, and that's what we're trying to push the shop, because it's ultimately like, you know, the basement. You know, we're gonna try to light the whole shop up, and here's a garage shop, bro. You know, we gotta start from somewhere, you know.
Off top, bro.
But
this is authentic though.
Yeah, you know, it's
authentic.
Hey, bro, Metallica started in a garage. You know, it's like Microsoft.
Exactly, Apple.
All that shit.
So yeah, it's all good, bro. You know what I mean?
We just out here, bro, just trying to keep the creations coming, bro.
Yeah, and you're being authentic, bro. When you're authentic, bro, and it feel right. It's hard to go wrong, you know, especially when you put because everything needs like a professional touch. So like your clothes looks good, your visuals when y'all do them, they look good. They don't look crazy. They don't look like somebody was just didn't know what the fuck they was doing. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the overall presentation to me, because to me, I take pride in what I do, and I know I could tell you do too, and I acknowledge people when they do that, because you could tell in their product and how it's thought out, and in the time and effort they put into presenting it, you know, stuff like that to me is like really catchy, because it's like that's what you want. You want somebody. If I'm gonna buy something or anything or subscribe to something, I just want you to make sure that you give me the best shot that you got to put it out. You know.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people complain, they're like, "Oh, my views ain't up, my this and that." It's like, bro, you gotta like, and these are young artists that don't know yet. As far as you grown motherfuckers that should already know, I ain't got nothing to say to y'all, because y'all motherfuckers stupid. Y'all should already, if you still on Instagram or whatever bitching about niggas not doing something for you, you ass out already. It's over for you.
Yeah. So the world's smallest violin playing just
exactly.
For you.
But I'm talking about for like the young cats, like they don't realize the climate now, and it's like you gotta no matter where you start, always make sure you give it your best shot. You know, it doesn't cost a lot to mix. Like if you really want to be a musician, make sure that you pay to put that finishing touch on it. Like there's a big difference between a mix, a rough cut from the studio and a mix down and mastered. Way different. And
spend money on some video. Yeah, spend some money on a video if you want it to look nice. You want to present yourself like you got a lot of pride in your product. You know?
Exactly, because it's a product at the end of the day. It's like don't get me wrong. I don't care. Point and shoot, some gritty, grimy stuff's cool with me too, but. I'm a stickler. I'm always gonna be listening to how it sounds as far as like audio wise. Was it mixed? Is it
does everything tie in?
Does it sound good? Like, can I slap it in my car? Is it gonna what I mean?
Was it?
So I look at it like that, and then also with like the quality of the visuals. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you want to buy my time. My time is expensive. I could be putting my time on something else, and that's how I look at it when I come with a product. As like I don't care if it's $10, $5, $25, whatever. I want to make sure that the people getting their money's worth,
and that's what they want, and they like it.
They like it, and it's up to because I'm like I said, I'm all about presentation, so I'm very strict on my art. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
So that's
I feel it, bro, and I feel like as long as you come genuine with it, bro, and
it's always genuine. Cause it's not just but what I want. It's also exactly I keep the consumer in mind.
Exactly. When somebody tells you something that's not always the most positive about what you're doing is good. It's like, okay, well, you know what? I appreciate you, being honest, because a lot of motherfuckers gonna sit there and be like, oh, yeah, that's dope, but
just keep doing it.
Yeah. You feel me? So at the end of the day, I'd rather hear you say, bro, that's just, like I said, your breath smell like shit, or you got a booger in your nose. If you're gonna sit here and try to hype some shit up, but you yourself wouldn't buy the product. Like, that's like me showing you this jacket. I made this jacket, and you're like, bro, that shit's hella dope. Yeah. Every time you see me, that jacket's hella dope. But you don't buy one, you're my homie. It's like, bro, like, you honestly really don't think the jacket's that dope, so you don't have to hype it up. You don't even have to say nothing about it.
Yeah, if you don't like it,
Yeah, and I'm not mad if you don't buy it. You feel me? But at the same time, like, bro, just shut the fuck up already. You feel me? Because if I like something, I'm gonna buy it.
And the same thing with my music. That's my philosophy. I tell people all the time. It's like I don't trip if someone don't like my music or my peoples don't do this or don't do that, because the way I look at it, it might not be for them, and they just don't know how to tell me. Yeah. And that's okay too.
Yeah, that's cool.
Everybody don't like everything.
Exactly, and that's cool as long as you're honest with it. You feel me? Don't
just that I hate that too. Though you're right though, because a lot of people do that. They'll get there and try to hype you up and shit like that, and be like they really fuck with it. And it's like you don't fuck with my music.
Yeah, just like relax, bro. Like,
just it's cool. You fuck with me on other shit. If I do something else, you pull up. If I do this, you. So support it could mean a lot of different things for people. You know what I'm saying? I don't never get offended what people don't do for me. I get offended if I don't do what I'm supposed to be doing.
No, exactly. And
that's how I feel like. You feel me?
But you know what though? I've never got. I also don't get pissed off either. But what I do is I just live first person, bro. I just know how to treat people. You feel me? I just know how. You know, I'm just moving like an alligator, Kelly. Just keep moving. You know, I'm not worried about it. You don't buy it.
Stop swimming.
Somebody else is gonna do it. You feel me? Yeah. You know what I mean? If not, we gonna barrel roll this bitch.
Yeah, and you know what, bro? When you're like the whole theme in I believe the whole podcast is basically when you're authentic and when you're yourself, and you do something that you're passionate about. It's like it's good as gold. People will like it. Some people won't. Some people will fucking down talk it. But at the end of the day, is if you're satisfied and you feel like you did what you set out to do, a lot of times you'll have success just based on that. But it's more it's gratifying just to do that, but success will come with that if you really wanted to.
Exactly. I feel like it's just, I mean, and you know, as simple as it is, bro, I remember a clip that the Jacket had said. He was like, man, there's probably like 1 million better MCs out there than me. He's like, but the only difference between me and them is that I'm doing it. Like, you just got to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Because it's not, it's just really a thought and an action, bro, and then you're instantly where you want to be. And then where you put your feet as me, like I said, first person views, bro. I'm just like, I'm looking at life like, what am I gonna do next? Like, I'm not worried about whether this person's buying this or buying that, or whether people like the interview.
And
people don't.
Manifesting things.
Yeah, things happen. You feel me? And I'm just like, I just keep moving. I don't even dwell on any of it. I just like, okay, that's just, you know, that's yesterday. Like, what's today? You feel me? I'm not even looking back at it no more. I'm just like, what are we gonna do today to continue the creative process? You feel me?
Yeah, I heard it, man. So Pep, how can they find you, bro? How can they find you,
man? And you know the thing is though, like, bro, I fuck with Instagram. I'll be on Instagram and shit, but like, I've never been really like, I just, you know, to be like aggressively trying to, you know,
you got to get you a team that's just your Instagram team. I feel you on
I'm
that.
just like kind of like, bro, I'm just worried about doing this right now, bro. I'm not like,
it's because Instagram's like a whole nother.
It's another world, bro.
It's another
it's
like
the Matrix.
It's another distraction, bro. Like, it's a good distraction when you need it, but the thing about it is, it's like if you overdo it, then you find yourself losing a lot of time doing it when you could be doing other things. Like for me, for instance, I run my account. and I co-run a couple other accounts with somebody else because I need them to help me to check shit or here post this for me because it's like, man, it's a lot. It could get a lot just one person, but when you're like you
handling both,
you got a bunch of different things going on. It's like, and they do need that internet marketing though. You know what I'm saying?
You feel me?
But that flow, but. It's like, I feel you get you a little team, man. Get somebody, trust them with the passwords and shit. You know what I'm saying? And
get it boosting up.
Yeah, and just get them to just to keep your thing alive. Because the thing about Instagram and shit like that's like your audience got to be curated. Like you got to constantly, not constantly, but you got to give them something.
No, I feel it, and that's why I feel like I came with like, fuck it, I'm gonna do the shop as a YouTube channel.
Yeah,
you feel
exactly.
me? And we're gonna rock with it, man.
Yeah, because now you have that to promote and market.
And it's all, and I feel like it's, to me, this is like you see it on the wall, bro. You see the Niners, the Sharks, the A's, and then I put a P up there, but that's because it's in Pittsburgh. You feel me? It's not no pro team or nothing, but it's that P stands for this Pittsburgh, and this is where
and
it's
you
at.
spelt it all out, so I mean, it gotta go with what you're doing.
Yeah, you know, right? So at the end of the day, bro,
I ain't mad at you, bro.
we highlighting,
we
highlighting everybody, bro. I mean, Pittsburgh tap in. What the fuck? You know what I mean?
So how can they find you though? Like
Instagram, Pep Mendo. You know what I mean?
Yep. There you go.
Pep Mendo on Instagram. That's how you can find me. Or you're looking for T-shirts, 71 Prints on Instagram. Put your orders in there. And man, we just out here, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I wish I could be more like, you know. I'm trying, bro. You know, I get more technical with it and shit, bro. But I'm just kind of like a, you know, like I said,
need a team up, bro.
Running gun
get you a team,
shit,
bro.
Running gun some shit.
That believe, but do a little bit of everything. Like,
yeah, oh man, and that's what I'm saying. That's why we do a little bit of everything, and that's what I like about fucking with like Bro Jackson. Like I met him, and he was just like, "Fuck it, come on, like let's go." Like it wasn't even it was just come on, you know, like. So he put me in position to be able to go out and start doing it, and to be able to open my mind up a little bit to like, okay, like this is how we're moving through here, moving through there. Like what's next for like, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You know, obviously, bro, like you're not just gonna be like, oh, well, come on. And I feel like that's cool. Someone to just be able to like how you did, like, come on, bro, just like let's just get it done. We're just getting work done, and ultimately, when you look at it like that in that mind frame, bro, it's almost like in a Shang Tsung. Like we're just doing the next project. There's nothing else to be thought about. It ain't no like, well, just this that or that. Just fucking do it and let's just keep moving. You know, because we got so much more shit to do.
Yeah. You feel me? There's always something every day. We can do something every day.
Yeah, you know, and especially you know, we family men too, bro. We juggling with kids and shit like that too. So it's definitely a challenge, but I just want to keep my mind occupied, you know, and keep creation though, number one, and just, you know, show love to all the people everywhere that's gonna be watching, you know, from all walks of life, you know. Tap in Japan, wherever the fuck they watching from, you feel
everywhere.
me?
We want all y'all lend us your ear, you feel me?
You know.
So okay, well that's what it is. It's the Know About Podcast, man. This is episode 30, bro. We've been at it for 30 fucking weeks.
What it do?
So we've been moving and growing. We got Pep Mendo in the building. We at the shop.
You feel me? Tune in.
You feel me? You can follow us at no_invite_podcast on Instagram, or you can go to SoundCloud and listen to the episodes. SoundCloud, No Invite Podcast. You can go to our YouTube channel, RiBirth Media Filmz. RiBirth with an I and Filmz with a Z. And that's what we're doing. We're moving. Like I said, I'm the sole survivor. We started off as 3. And I'm the last one holding it down for the No Invite. It's been tough, bro. It's salty out here. We just trying to live.
You know.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you lose a good soldier here and there.
You know, but the show must move on.
Exactly. You just pick up his rifle and keep shooting. You know what I'm saying? That's how we do it.
Hell yeah.
But it's the No Invite, bro. We tried and true, bro. And I'm glad, man. Speaking creativity, bro. Like, one last shout out to the whole everything we talk about in the process. That's 30 weeks straight. Not maybe exactly straight, because there's times where I kind of pre-recorded content or I did a best of content. But like about 30 weeks straight now, bro. Since like last October, we've been rocking those. So
just keeping it rocking.
We trying to get 52 of them things. We get 52.
Man, they're already there.
Yeah, you know
we're trying to hit 60.
Yeah, we trying to. Well, we trying to hit infinity. Really,
yeah, right. It
don't matter. Like, I don't see it stopping.
Like, to infinity and beyond.
Exactly. We out there where the aliens at. You feel me?
Yeah, right.
It's the No Invite Podcast. We moving. We're gonna be back at y'all. This shit'll be out Monday. You will be dropping tomorrow, right?
The Untold Stories, Richie Rich. Check it out, Westbound Entertainment. Subscribe on YouTube.
Bay Area legend Richie Rich.
Feel me, Double R.
You know,
shout out Double R.
And bang, and then the shop starts this weekend. You guys are gonna start shooting, huh?
Sunday we shoot the shop, so y'all just keep your eyes peeled. We'll be out there dropping some content for y'all.
Dope content coming out. Make sure you guys fuck with it. Make sure you tap in. If you haven't seen the Lost Stories, it goes crazy. It's a lot of for those out there that like the behind the scenes stories and things you never heard about famous artists and even artists that are like international, then you gotta definitely listen to that. You know what I mean?
Stories,
you gotta check it out. It's visual, audio, the whole thing, whatever. You know, but we in this thing, bang bang. It's the No By Podcast, and we out.
And we out.
Follow the No Invite Podcast on Instagram. No_invite_podcast.